Hey, good morning, Michael here. Just wanted to make this video to talk a little bit about oil tanks, what an oil tank sweep is, and why it's important to do one as part of the due diligence when you buy a home in New Jersey. We're about to do an oil tank sweep today here in property in Irvington. Just want to show you how it looks like, so follow me and let's take a look. So I'm here right now with Mike with NJ Oil Tank Sweep LLC, and he's doing the sweep. Can you tell me a little bit about what you're doing right now?
Okay, so what I'm doing right now is I'm using this CW6 Fisher magnetic locator. This is a magnetic locator that goes about 10 feet underneath the ground. It's geared to pick up on large metallic objects, not small pipes. And what I'll do is I'll do a sweep of the entire surface of the ground property and see what I pick up on. Once I get a reading somewhere, then I'll test it with either a probe or I'll test it with other equipment to determine if it's an oil tank or it's a septic tank. For an oil tank, is in or around where the furnace is located. In this particular property, the furnace was once located right over here in the center of the basement, more towards the right of the house. The oil line stretched within 30 feet of where the furnace is.
What do you call these things?
This is a magnetic locator.
Magnetic locator. So it looks like it's just scanning the ground to see if there's any metal, detecting metal. And hear these beeping sound to make sure there's no huge metal down in the ground.
Back here you have a lot of obstructions. For some reason or another, metal fence like this, like the wire chicken fence, makes this scream. This is not a probable location for where an oil tank would be. This is not within 30 feet of where the furnace was. So when I pick up on an area like this, I just keep moving. Now while I'm doing the sweep, I'm checking the ground surface, I'm checking the exterior walls of the house. I'm looking for any pipes, any fill caps, any vent lines, any obvious signs of an oil tank. I'm also looking at the neighboring properties, because it's common for builders who built numerous houses in one neighborhood to use the same techniques. Meaning, if there's an oil tank in the back right corner of one house and the builder built that same building next door, it's most likely the oil tank would be located in the back right corner of this house. It's a light reading, very light. Now, if I hit on something and saw it as an oil tank, when I'm given a signal, if I turn like this, it'll be at 100 all the way through.
So Mike, why is it important to do an oil tank sweep?
It's important to do an oil tank sweep because mortgages won't approve a loan on a home with an underground oil tank, and that's because if an underground oil tank, when removed, the state of New Jersey has restrictions that if the tank had leaked, then it needs to be remediated properly, meaning the oil-soaked soil needs to be removed and brought to one or two facilities in New Jersey, which are very expensive to get rid of the oil-soaked soil, which could lead to tens of thousands of dollars in cleanup costs.
You don't want that to happen.
I see it happen all the time.
You guys do remediation as well?
We do remediations and we do removals, yes.
Nice, cool. So that was the oil tank sweep. That was a very quick process. He walks around with that sweeper just to make sure there's no oil tanks underground. It looks like this property is good. So it's definitely worth paying that extra $200-300 to do the sweep, to get a peace of mind, to make sure that there is no oil tank underground. That way you can sleep better at night knowing that you purchased a property that doesn't have an oil tank.